This is Annie Gracie, Assistant Professor, Biomedical Department from Welltech Multitech, Dr. Rangaraj and Dr. Shakuntala Engineering College. Today we are going to discuss about the difference between artificial neural network and biological neural network. You know that neural networks in biological purpose, which is a neurons, axon, then tendons, right? But in an artificial neural network, how would it be? This is the representation of biological into artificial. Let me move to the slide, right? This is the artificial neural networks. The artificial neural networks, let me tell, first I will tell the biological neural networks. You will know, right? Yeah, the biological neurons. We know that the biological neural networks which have neurons, dendrites, soma, axon, and synapses. Then, the neural networks is a network of interconnected neurons found in the nervous system of living organisms, including the human brain, the mostly in the brain. Okay, these neurons communicate through electrical and chemical signals called action potential and neurotransmitters to process information, control bodily functions, and enable learning, memory, and behavior. All these properties are placed in the neurons, right? Okay, this is the image of neurons. This is the synapses from uh, another synapses sent to the one to another synapses in the signals will be passed. Then this is the neuron cell body, which is these are the dendrites and axon of previous neurons. This is the axon and this is the cell body. Okay, let me move to the artificial neural network. Yeah, the artificial neural network is a computational model inspired by the way of humans' brains, neurons process information. That the we are going to see in mathematical expression how the biological neurons into artificial neurons. That concept is the artificial neuron. Okay, it consists of interconnected nodes, neurons arranged in layers. Here, these neurons are arranged in layers that work together to recognize a pattern, learn from data, and make decision or prediction without being explicitly programmed. Okay, here artificial neurons are the nodes, mathematical units for data processing. The nodes which are processing the mathematical units. Here weights and bases. We are using the weights. These are the weights, and in the for supporting and the biases are placed. What are the purpose of weights and bias? Which determine importance and adjust accuracy. Then layers. We are having a three layers. They are input, hidden, and output layer. Here, input is the information getting from another neurons and passed into the cell body, and the cell body will recognize, yes, example 1, the number is 1. Okay, then the cell body access, yes, 1. Then it goes to the output, then it recognize, okay, you have to write 1 like that. Example, we are seeing a picture. The picture, in this picture example, in this picture a tree is placing. Okay, we have to know that in the picture it's a tree image. We are seeing the input. The input is image. The image is entered the neurons. The neurons will recognize an image or a human. Then it corrects that it is a image predicted, then given the output. Okay, we recognize that's an image, like that the artificial neurons is working. Then it has an activation function. The activation function have tan, sigma, and real U. Learning algorithm, back propagation, gradient descent, and perceptron model also we are used in artificial neural networks. And in artificial neural networks, we have a single layer and multi-layer. This is just from, if we have an input and output, it is a single layer neural network. Here in this picture, this is a multi-layer neural network, because we have input, hidden layer, and output. Okay, Then move to the next slide. We have discussed the biological neural network. Then this is the um, concept we have discussed previously. The neurons of biological is converted into mathematical expression. Input, this is the inputs which are from the dendrites. So these are the let us consider these are the dendrites. Okay, input is passed. Then move to the cell body nucleus. This is the nucleus. These are the nucleus. And move to the axons. Then the output is these ends are the output, right? Then the key components, you have synapses, signal type, activation, learning. Like these processes which connects synapses, what the role of synapses, which connects neurons from electrochemical and signal transfer. Signal type, what will be the signal to electrical impulses and neurotransmitters. Then activation, where neuron fires when threshold potential is reached. Then learning, through experience and synaptic plasticity. Here in this is an Abian rule. These process of experience and synaptic plasticity is also called as Albion rule in artificial learning. Okay, then node in artificial learning, the nodes are the artificial neurons. Yeah, the neurons are the nodes represented by ANN, which computational unit performing weighted summation and activation. Connection weights represents strength between nodes and adjusted during training. Signal type, numerical values passed between nodes. Activation function we are going to see, which determines output. Okay, then learning, what was learning here? We are using algorithms like backpropagation and gradients. Then the structure similarities and differences we are going to see. The features of ANN and BNN are basic unit, mathematical model in ANN, and in biological neuron BNN. The connection will be weight links. I have told in previous slide. These are the weights. Okay. Then synapses. Synapses are these. These are the synapses from one to another. And these synapses are here. We mentioned the weights. Signal type, numerical values, here electrochemical impulses. The structure organized in fixed layers and complex and irregular networks. Learning method will be weight adjustment, that is backpropagation method. Then here the synaptic plasticity. Energy source, electrical power, and here biochemical energy. We are the human body, right? Adaptability limited to training phase, continuous and self-adaptive in BNN. Speed. The AN will be the digital processing. The speed will be faster, and BNN is a biological process. Depending upon neurons, the process will be slower. Okay. Then moving to the next slide, functional comparison. What will the functional comparison? Functional comparison will be AN and BNN. Processing will be information using mathematical comparison and electrical and chemical compression. Learning, backpropagation, and synaptic adaptation. Here adapts during training based on error correction. Here it adapts in real time to experience new and environmental changes. These are the application. Biological roles. Both are networks for information processing learning. ANS stimulate the brain activity but remains simpler. BNNs are highly adaptive, efficient. Thank you for understanding my lecture notes. I think that the ANN and BNN is verified by you, by me, to you in a simpler way. Thank you.